Larry, please answer, what have you done to combat fatherlessness?
I'm waiting for Rachel to answer my question, and I'll respond.
I've already answered that question.
So you want me to respond to a problem, to answer
no,
what
Larry,
It's your campaign.
It is your
Larry.
campaign.
This is your campaign. Your campaign is
It's
about
your campaign.
fatherlessness. I'm giving you the floor to talk about how you
Yes.
have combat fatherlessness because you say it is such an issue in this country and you don't want
Right.
to answer the question.
I'm happy to answer the question, provided that you acknowledge
Why
that
should
there's
she
a problem.
have to?
Fuck out of here.
Oh, let me enter. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Flavor. The flavor today is a Republican candidate, apparently for 2024, by the name of Larry Elder. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for any future videos. So, without any further ado, let's take a look at a Republican candidate by the name of Larry Elder, black man on the Republican side. But let's hear what this gentleman has to say.
And the numbers are clear. Even Barack Obama once cited them. A kid raised without a father is 5 times more likely to be poor and commit crime, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, and 20 times more likely to end up in jail. It's an outrage that our side is not talking more about this. The other side doesn't talk about it because they caused it. Our side does not talk about it for fear of being accused of making a cultural determination and a fear of being accused of being racist. And if you're black,
Bring it back! Bring it back! Bring it back one time. When they say the other side, I believe he's referring to the Democrats. Are you kidding me? How can you say the other side caused it? Because I'm pretty sure it probably exists in the Republican side as well, even though they're the majority white, and the other side caused it. And it's interesting that you're bringing up those facts. Fatherless, X amount more likely to not finish school, X amount more likely to cause crimes, X amount more likely. Okay, listen, I'll take that on board. But you're a candidate, a presidential candidate, right? Okay. So you shouldn't really be only providing the issues. You should be probably see if you can be providing the solutions. Okay? Solutions. We're not going to vote you for president if you can't provide the solutions to get those issues resolved. It's not enough for you to tell us what the problems you perceive to be. Let's take a look here.
So you're talking about that there's this epidemic in the black community of fatherlessness. What have you done to combat fatherlessness in the black community?
Okay, so you're accepting that we have an issue with fatherlessness in the black community. You're accepting that, I assume.
I'm not. You said that.
I didn't think so. So you're not accepting it, and you're asking me, what am I doing about something that you don't accept?
No, you're. My question is clear as day. Is that have you not done anything to combat fatherlessness?
You just now acknowledged, in your opinion, that what I just now said isn't even a problem.
Hold on. Bring it back. Bring it back one time. Exactly what I was saying, right? Like, if you're a presidential candidate, you should be coming up with solutions and running those solutions even prior to you speaking, running that on hypotheticals, to find out what solution is intact that will help resolve this issue. Let's get back.
black as moi am, you'll be accused by the LA Times of being, wait for it, the black face of white supremacy, as I was. It is the #1 social problem in America. For those of you who don't believe me,
Moi.
little word game for you. 60% of the homicides in this country are committed by black people, often against other black people. 60% of the robberies, 60% of the shootings, half of the homicide victims in America are black, almost all killed by other black people, contrary to what Joe Biden suggested when he claimed that white supremacy was the biggest problem facing the homeland. A young black man aged 10 to 43, according to the CDC, is 13 times more likely to be murdered than a young white man, same demo.
Okay, hold on, bring it back. Twofold. let's not even argue the stats. Let's say those stats are true. Why do you think that is 13 more times likely to be murdered? It's because of the socio-economical environment that they live in. What can you do to lift up that socio-economic environment that they live in? What can you do to support them? So if I was Rachel, I would have just appeased them. Sure, I'm acknowledging the issue. Are we clear on that? I'm acknowledging the issue. What are you doing to resolve it? Now what are you going to say? Now how are you going to dodge the line of fire in answering that question? Because her acknowledging that or not is irrelevant. You're a presidential candidate. Answer the question. Let's get back.
Larry, please answer, what have you done to combat fatherlessness?
I'm waiting for Rachel to answer my question. And I'll respond.
I've already answered that question.
So you want me to respond to a problem, to answer what
Larry,
It's your campaign.
It is your
Larry.
campaign.
This is your campaign. Your campaign is
It's
about
your campaign.
fatherlessness. I'm giving you the floor to talk about how you have
Yes.
combat fatherlessness because you say it is such an issue in this country and you don't want
Right.
to answer the question.
I'm happy to answer the question, provided that you acknowledge
Why
that
should
there's
she
a problem.
have
Larry, get the
to?
fuck out of here.
And I like vanlathan. Get out. Get out of here. Get out of here. Why are you answering a question with a question? Why should she have to answer that? She's not going for a presidential campaign. This is a part of your campaign. You speak about the issues. You speak about the problems. How would you suggest, what have you done to help resolve those issues? And if you haven't done anything, what would you suggest in resolving those issues? How would you suggest going about getting those issues resolved? Even if you haven't put things into play, you have to have ideas to resolve those issues. It's not enough to point fingers and say, that party or that candidate isn't doing this, isn't doing that. Okay, but what are you doing then about it? Even if you haven't put anything to play, what are your thoughts in how to get it resolved? You want to combat, you want to respond with that about you got to acknowledge that there is a fatherless issue. No, she doesn't. And that's why if I was Rachellindsay, I would have just appeased it. Okay, I'll acknowledge that that's an issue. Okay, what are you doing to resolve it? Now how are you going to get around it? I'm going to answer your question. Just so I want to see what you're going to do when I put that question back to you. Now what are you going to do? I would have did that. Because because if you did, I don't think you still would have got an answer. That's it. He loves to throw stones, right? As long as they're not his windows, and he's not going to help repair those windows because he has no resolve. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I went on a little tangent there. My apologies. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for any future videos. Until next time, Elder, what are you doing to resolve it? Peace.